Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And away we go from NRG Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. On target to his back, Joe Mixon.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Dameon Pierce now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Into the hands of Schultz. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Diggs there to bring it in. He's got a gain of 6 there. Malik Hooker with the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Going right side, Mixon with it. Across midfield to the 45. And he works this down to the 41. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up a Houston first. Now it's Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Cowboys take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On first down, they'll run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They give it to him again. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. Going to the ground again on first. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Offense up to the line fast. Now Prescott. On target to his back when we go Dowdle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Dowdle. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Dak out of the pistol. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Cowboys. Looking at 4th and maybe an inch or two. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes this up to the 30 before heading out. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pass taken in by Diggs. Continuing to move past the 45. Give them 32 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now. This is complete to Schultz. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's Dak. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Dak off the play fake. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now here's Prescott. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. Has room down the left sideline. Oh, the ball is loose again. They got their own fumble. Wow, this has been a rough sequence for them starting out. First the interception, and now almost giving it away again on the fumble.
Yeah, coach is going to have to get everybody around the campfire and get this thing figured out, because through all the years and all the styles of play, we know one thing, Kate. Turnover margin in the NFL is the biggest indicator of winning and losing.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. They've got a man in motion. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll throw it. Catch made by Cooks. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. New set of downs for him at the 38. Motion man sent left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. And the Texans are stopped on that return, so that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40. First and 10 from the 41. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to him. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Play action, Prescott. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. from the 32. Jump off caught by his back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. He's on the move. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most, as he's outshyer that time on the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Here's Dak. Gets it to him on the screen. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying to push this past the marker. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. They'll come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Escapes the puck, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Setting up the screen. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to throw it. Flush down now to his left. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Dallas touchdown.
Touchdown, Dallas.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.